podcast about DC with your host E-Rock and PD. When we speak up, get your cheeks up, cause you know you about to get geeked up. So sit back, relax, and get comfy. Lose your mind like Solomon Grundy and listen to a show that won't be forgotten. Coming straight out of Gotham.
And hello, everyone out in the DC universe, Spider-Verse, Stratosphere, Multiverse. I don't know what it is anymore. Welcome to episode 200 of Straight Outta Gotham. We are a fandom pop culture podcast, proud member of the Batman Podcast Network, hosted by batman-on-film.com. Please check out all our podcast brethren by heading on over to BOF and clicking that podcast drop down and seeing what everyone has to offer. I am the co-host with the other side of the Hudson River. I'm a senior contributor about on film. I'm Peter R. Vera, and today we're recording on July 18th. It's been like 2 months since we've done this, so we're a little rusty. As always, we have a great show for you today, but please, if you have the time, please take the time to rate and review our podcast on iTunes, and if we do read your review on air, we'll send you a prize pack, so be in it to win it. Now, let me introduce you to my partner in crime, the new offensive line coach of the New York Jets, ladies and gentlemen, Eric Holzman, the champion of Long Island.
Oh my God, Pete, is that you? Are we really here? Are we really doing this?
Do I look the same?
Yes, you look the same. You do.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
all right.
Yeah,
Don't
man, it's been about 6 weeks since the last one we did.
Okay.
All right. It's a long time ago, but
things have happened. Things have definitely happened.
Yes, I've been traveling. Pete's been working. Schedules just haven't aligned. The 4th of July was in the mix there. It fell on a weekend this year, so we couldn't get together then either.
So,
We've just been.
You just go to other countries, plant your seed, and leave. That's how you get out of child support.
That's the way to do it.
Okay.
You gotta stick and move, as they call it. Stick and move. You know, boxing. There you go.
That's it.
That's what we do. So I was in England for a week again. This time I did Manchester, Liverpool, and York. Which obviously York was cool because I'm from New York. So
did you tell them you're from New York and this is nothing like New York? Did you tell them that? Like, did you ask them why there aren't pizza places on every corner?
I did not tell them that. York, surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, York is still holds a lot of holds on to their medieval roots and actually their ancient Roman roots. There was a city that was formed by the wall's still there, and they basically built the city around the wall.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool to see that, and I wanted to go there just because I'm from New York and this is where the name of my state and home comes from. So I wanted to check it out. Really cool place. I went to the Guy Fawkes Inn. Guy Fawkes.
Nice.
Guy Fawkes, as most people know, is the inspiration for V for Vendetta from us. For people would know that's where that comic comes from. So I went to that inn. That was the house where he lived in. So I got to go there and eat there, and pretty cool experience. Liverpool, the energy in Liverpool is very similar to New York City, and so when I got there, it felt very much like when you get out of the train station there, you're essentially walking through their kind of center, their city center, and the energy is just very similar to New York City. So I went to the Cavern Club where the Beatles famously got their start and were found and played there all these times. Very, very cool place. And then Manchester is kind of it was one of the leading cities for the Industrial Revolution. So they built essentially a canal through it, and it was the first real canal. And they say it's the second biggest, I think, to the Panama Canal. So it was cool to kind of go. I took a boat ride on that, and the one funny thing though, they have a little bit of a skyline, and during the tour they say some people call it Manhattan.
Okay, Manhattan. All right.
So I was looking at it doesn't really compare, but I see it. I see what you're trying to say. But a very cool city and a very cool trip. I've never been to. It's kind of in central England, and I'd never been there at all. So it was very cool to kind of go check out somewhere else different than London. See another part of the country. So that's one of the reasons why we haven't recorded in a while, is that I was traveling. So, but a lot has happened
Yep.
since then.
Oh yeah.
One of the other things I did in England was, and we'll just jump into it from here, is I actually saw Supergirl when I was over in England. It came out the same week that I went, so I'm like, when I get there, I'll watch it. I have to say, really quick, that a lot of the blowback that it's getting, and a lot of the I don't want to say hate because I don't think it's hate.
It's definitely hate. It's definitely hate.
I don't think it's warranted. I'm sure a lot of people don't. I think now I've always questioned the idea to go with this as the second film in the new DC universe of films, because I just was like, she's not a big enough character. I never thought that she would be a big draw. And I think that was definitely part of it. But the movie itself, actually, I had fun with it. I thought it was a fun film. It didn't take itself too seriously. It had a serious story to it. But I really had fun with it. I thought the performances were great. She was fantastic. She was excellent in the role. Momoa's Lobo was a little over the top for me, but I think that's kind
what
of
did you expect?
I know, right? That's what I mean. Like, what did you really expect from that? I just thought it was cool. It had elements of Star Wars in it with all the creatures, and for me,
I
love
a heavy Star Wars vibe from it. I told Lauer it's a Star Wars movie I've always wanted.
Yeah, so like I really had fun with it. So I'm every time I read a critique on it, and yes, some of them are valid. Like, some of those critiques are valid. I'm not going to say they're not. The movie, it has some pacing issues. It is a little choppy at times. You kind of lose the story. The villain is weak. Yes, I agree. The villain is not a great villain. But overall, like, to me, this is a traditional summer blockbuster. This is one of the films that when I was a kid, I would wait to go, wait for the summer to come, because that was the type. These are the type of movies that we got. So I honestly don't understand all the hate it's getting. A lot of it's motivated from the wrong place, and we can get into that a little bit, Pete. But your takes from the film, I know it's been a while, but we haven't discussed it. So what did you think?
Right off the bat, I will say I never once questioned this being the second DCU universe film coming out, because I always thought of her as the next tier of hero, right? She's already had a movie, she's had a series. Like, I think her and the Flash teeter that line now,
Okay.
like after multiple TV. I know, and I want, if you want to say it's niche, that's fine, but I think that these characters are popular enough to where they keep trying that. So I never really questioned that part. As for the movie itself, I really enjoyed the movie. I appreciate how different this Supergirl is from 5 years of CW, CBS Supergirl. As someone who watched the show a lot, I like how they're not even really comparable. All right, in terms of tone and character, it's weird. This was definitely more attitude. Like, I think the TV show is more true to who Kara is, but I think in this part, this Supergirl kind of like embodies a little bit of the maybe a little bit more of Peter David to an extent, or even Jeff Loeb, like in little drips. But I really liked the movie. It was like Star Wars meets John Wick, in my opinion. John Wick 1,
Sure.
because of
That's
the
good.
dog.
Yep.
Again, they're using the dog as a way to draw people in, I feel like, which I'm wondering, is it going to get old fast? It's 2 movies in a row where they've used the same gimmick. I do like the movie. I don't care about the villain. It could be weak, because I think it was mostly about her and introducing her, so then she can be in essentially Man of Tomorrow. I feel like they've been setting her up as they should have been doing. For some reason, it just didn't resonate, and that's a bummer. But I really enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the story. I don't have many issues, other than I think the backgrounds were very Justice League 17. They were very CGI looking and fake. Other than that, though, I love Millie. I thought she was great in the role. I loved the attitude. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the movie. This might be the last Supergirl movie we see for a very long time. But thankfully, she's going to be in Man tomorrow, for whatever that means. So hopefully that movie's good. But it's just kind of a bummer, because I really enjoyed it. It seems like no one else did, and I feel like I'm in the same loop with another DC film. I liked it. Everyone hates it, and that's where we
Yeah, like my whole reasoning for this not being a good choice for the second character, like, obviously you read the comics, so you know more than me how she gravitates with the public. I just
She always has a book out. There's
She's
always a
just
book,
not
but it doesn't reach.
outside of the TV show. And yes, I'm sure that some fans from the TV show went to see it, or maybe they didn't because they're like, this is totally not the character that we're getting. Because if obviously this is from a source, the Supergirl source material that is different than the normal runs, right? Like you said, we're just going through. So it's a little bit of a different story. So maybe that was one of the reasons why maybe fans of the character didn't go see it. I just think when you're trying to build a universe, like if you were going to do this film, you had to have Millie Alcock is fantastic and she's great in the role. But most people in this country only know her from Game of Thrones, playing young Rhaenyra Targaryen in House of the Dragon. That's it. So if you're going to make her the second character, you needed someone with gravitas to pull her in. And I think that's a big reason why people didn't go see it. Like, you can't compare this to Marvel doing Iron Man with Robert Downey Jr. Like, that's a huge difference.
What was their second movie? Was Hulk? Was it Hulk or Thor?
Yeah, Hulk was their second movie, yeah. And, I mean, to me, it was just a bad choice because I don't think she's well-known enough outside of comic book circles, number one. And number two, they didn't attach someone with an actress with gravitas to bring it in.
I think they tried to do that with Momoa. I think that's Momoa's purpose.
It's possible, but he doesn't look like Momoa, right? Like he's wearing this makeup and like
to me, I mean, I'm good. I don't need any more Lobo. That was good in what it was.
I think we'll see him again.
I'm sure. But like
in other things,
I don't need a Lobo movie personally.
Oh, I don't know. I agree with that. I do not need a Lobo standalone film.
Neil King, he can do that. That's fine.
I agree. Throw him into things to be an agitator, to be an antagonist. Throw him into a couple things, but
who knows if this thing lasts this long? Like I don't know. I feel like between Lanterns, if there's no good word out of Lanterns and the Man of Tomorrow, I got nothing but bad feelings.
Lanterns, from all I'm reading, is very good. Now, I'm
sure, but is that going to sway people to see the next Superman movie? Like, oh, yeah, I don't know. Is Guy Gardner?
I don't know.
We'll see. Or it's a lot of wait and see right now, Eric. It's a lot of wait and see.
Right, which is where we were going to go next with it, because I kind of wanted to get into that. Obviously, last year we were like, okay, however well Superman does, that will tell us what's going to happen next. Superman did fairly well, so we were feeling good.
You should say okay.
Yeah, it did fairly well. I mean,
that's fine.
This year, like, now we got Supergirl, and now we're feeling, oh crap, here we go again, right?
Oh yeah. That's it.
So I think we need to pause with that a little bit, because the direction and the way that this thing is being rolled out is completely different than anything that we've gotten before. Everything before has been movies, then we'll delve into television and then, go from there. This, they're trying to do it from every angle, which we have to see if it works. I don't know, like, I liked Creature Commandos. I thought it was very good. I thought it was a good cartoon. I enjoyed it.
Sure,
but again, not something that a lot of people are going to be drawn to. And it's really hard to know that that's connected to this, right?
Batman was in it.
Right, Batman was in it, yes. That's why everyone keeps talking like, oh, we're going to see Batman for the first time. I'm like, well, no, technically we've seen him already.
Yeah.
In Creature Commandos.
Oh, who's sure now?
Right? Yeah. So, I mean, it's a different angle. It's a different approach. So I kind of pause on that kind of talk. And I'm really kind of pausing on any of that kind of talk until we get Lanterns and until we get the things that are more, I guess, more established in people's minds, like, oh yeah, that's Green Lantern, so maybe I'll watch that because I like Green Lantern. And I'm just trying to pause with all of that.
We'll see. I don't know if Lanterns is going to move the needle for anyone.
It might. If it's good, it might. And it might bring another audience in too, different audience. So
we'll see. We can hope. Fingers crossed. I'm just I'm all negative right now.
I know. And
you like it. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm sure I'm going to like this. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this.
But will everyone else? That's the question, right? That's what we need to know. Will everybody else like it, or everyone else enjoy it? Because that's what matters. Like we always say, people like us, we're going to go watch this stuff because we like the medium, we like the characters, we're going to go watch. Other people, though, they need a reason to go, right? They need a reason to go see it. And like I said, I didn't for Supergirl, I just didn't think she was a big enough character to get people to go see it unless they had an actress in it that people playing her that people knew. So I think that was a big problem with the Supergirl film. But like you said, who knows? Maybe it'll do well on when it comes out. I actually saw it's now on video or on streaming or whatever. So or coming out soon on streaming. So maybe it'll have a second life there and bring people in, and we'll feel differently about it.
I enjoyed it.
I don't know. Yeah, I did too. 100%. I agree. All right, so I'm gonna segue now to, as people like to call the beef.
Here we go.
So I did go and see, as everybody knows, this weekend The Odyssey came out, Christopher Nolan's latest film. I did go and see it on Thursday night. I did not see it in IMAX though. I didn't get that whole.
Oh, so you didn't get the full Nolan experience. You didn't give it a shot. Yeah, so full of it, Holzman.
No, honestly, I couldn't find a theater that was showing it in IMAX to go see it, or I would have. But I didn't get a chance. So I just went to see the movie because, like, contrary to Pete's belief, I don't hate Christopher Nolan.
Everyone hate Nolan, not just me, everyone.
But I'm a little bit more critical of his films than maybe other people are, and that's fine. I wear that. That's okay. I did like this movie, though. I did. I had a good time with it. It is a spectacle unlike anything we've seen in a very, very long time. Very big, very grandiose film. Lots of awesome shots. Like, that's one thing he does very, very well is he knows how to shoot a scene, and he does that in abundance. Like, this is Christopher Nolan. I keep telling people this is a Christopher Nolan movie on steroids. The things that he does well in this film, he does fantastically well. They are very, very... It's a very, very well organized, put together film.
Well written.
Performances, for the most part, excellent. Matt Damon is fantastic. Anne Hathaway is fantastic. Tom Holland's okay.
How was Elliot Page?
Elliot Page was good. Not in a huge part of the film, but
I was curious.
Yeah, very good. Honestly, very, very good. I was. It's still weird because in your head you know that's Ellen Page. Like, so in your head you're watching it and it's weird, but
was it Junus or something?
That
wasn't. She was in a Ken. What's his name? Kevin Smith movie, right? Was it a Jersey Girl?
Juno.
Okay, I said Junus.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, and that's the movie that made her famous. So it's weird. But again,
she was Kitty Pryde then.
Yeah, that's true.
Movies.
Yep. But yeah, fine. Like, really, really owned the scenes. With the scenes she were in, she owned. She was very, very good in those scenes. Lupita Nyong'o was good. Again, not in a large part of the film, but scenes she was in were very, very good. Who else? Samantha Morton, excellent. I didn't like Robert Pattinson's performance in this. He's a little over the top for me. And again, if you read the text, you know the character he's playing. If you've read any of the text, obviously it's based off Homer's The Odyssey.
I've never read it, so
if you've ever read it, I had to read it in school. You kind of know the characters, and you kind of have it in your head. So it could be my own perception of who he was from my reading of the book. But I didn't love his performance. Tom Holland, again, was just okay. Wasn't great, wasn't terrible, but he served the role he needed to serve in the film, and I thought he did an okay job with the role. The biggest problem I have with this movie, though, is the script itself. And this is a problem for me with a lot of Nolan's films. This is where I think he's the weakest. When he has other writers helping him, the scripts are usually better. But when and I don't know, I actually don't even know who wrote it. I'm just basing it off of the things I've seen from his writing in the past, that it's very much like something he's written. There's many moments in the film where you want to be drawn in. Like, there's emotional moments where you're like, oh crap, this is good. You see it forming. You're like, oh, I really want to be attached. And the dialogue that he gives them doesn't get you there. At least it didn't for me. So if I'm going to have a huge complaint about this film, it's that, because the character development needs to be there for you to care. In any movie, right? You need to care about these characters to go on their journey with them. And I feel like the only characters you get that with in this film are obviously Odysseus, who Matt Damon plays, and Penelope, his wife. Everybody else, in my opinion, you're kind of just like, okay, what's next? They're more used as a plot device to get to the next thing. And the dialogue kind of leads you there to, okay, get to the next thing. And that's the one problem that I have with the film overall. That's probably my biggest complaint.
Is that your biggest beef?
I guess overall with him as a director, writer, or whatever, that's probably, if you want to call it my beef with him, I guess it would be there. I think he should be better at writing for people, for his characters than he is.
You're telling me the same problem you have with Zack Snyder is the same problem you have with Chris Nolan?
Similar, yeah.
Okay.
Similar, yeah. And it kind of, now what I think back to when he chose Zack Snyder to, it
all makes sense to you now because they're bad writers. Okay.
It makes sense. I wouldn't say he's bad. He just,
what do you like?
He just kind of it's flat. Like his writing leaves you flat, at least for me. Like, and there are other films, like I said, when he has other writers helping him out, getting you there. Obviously, in the Dark Knight trilogy, we know he had other writers, and those movies, for the most part, work for me. Even Rises, which I don't love, I didn't have that, problem. So, but I'll say this: this is my favorite movie from him since The Dark Knight. Like, I like it more than Rises.
A lot of people say it's his best movie since Dark Knight.
Yeah, so that's how I feel about it. So yeah, guys, feel free. I mean, I did the car review on Facebook, so a lot of you, if you follow the show, you got to see my car review there. I said the same things. So if you want to, critique me on this, feel free. I'd love to have a conversation about the film. It's obviously the biggest film of the summer until next week when Spider-Man comes out. But Pete, my first question is: are you going to go see the Odyssey?
I want to go see it. Am I going to see it before Spider-Man? I don't know because my brother's wedding's next weekend, so everything's like I got no free time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So we're pretty busy right around here.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's right. But yeah, so definitely go see it. I'm telling everyone to go see it. It's well worth the price of admission.
First of all, unlike you, I love Nolan. I want to go see this. Even if I don't see them in theaters, I end up buying Nolan's movies and not watching them, like Tenet. Like I was like, I got to buy this. I could watch it. I never watched it. And then I was just like, Eric's like, I've got to watch it again because I don't know what I watched. I'm like, I have no idea what that means, so I have to watch it. But I own Tenet on Blu-ray, so I will watch it.
Did you watch Oppenheimer? I don't remember. Did you watch it?
No, I have little to no interest in Oppenheimer, just as a content piece. Not because it's Nolan, but just because I just don't care about Oppenheimer. When it's a documentary. I was like, I could go past. I'm good.
Yeah, that's true. It is a lot like a documentary, especially the interrogation parts of the movie, which that's my biggest gripe with it. They're just too long. Those parts are just way too long. But not again. I will never say he shoots or makes bad movies because he doesn't. I think most of his movies are good and definitely watchable. I just, when you get to this level with him, it's like, okay, peel back the layers. The one thing I will say about this film that I didn't, from all his other films that I didn't feel in this one, a lot of his films, at least recently, I feel like he's trying to prove to everyone he's the smartest person in the room. I didn't get that in this one. Like this one, I did not feel that. People do have issues with some of the things he changed from the actual book to the film.
Always.
I do not. Yeah, I do not. Like that to me, artistic license happens in everything. He does change some of it to make it, I don't want to say more modern, but make it more acceptable to a more modern audience. But I feel like you have to do that. The basis of the story, the adaptation he did is still pretty much faithful to the source. So I don't agree with that complaint.
Man, I'd love Nolan to do Ghostbusters. I just want Nolan to direct things I want. That's it. James Bond, Ghostbusters.
I would love him to. We've said for years James Bond would be. I think he'd be perfect for that. I've always said not only him but Guy Ritchie. I'd love a Guy Ritchie James Bond movie. I think he would do fantastic with that as well. Again, two different type of directors, but I think for that kind of material, I think they both could do it well. But yeah, that Bond would be an awesome thing for him to do. But I think that ship has sailed. I don't see that happening anytime soon. So let's keep it moving. Let's go to the next thing. We've got a couple trailers of things coming, and they are Batman related. So we got a trailer for season 2 of Batman Cape Crusader. Pete, what did you think?
Like, I'm all for this, man. This thing looks like a lot of fun. I like the first season, so I'm all for this. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see it. I am just in general, like, I'm sold. I didn't need to even see a trailer. I'm just ready for ready. I'm ready for it to come out.
I will say I didn't stick through all of season 1. I got through like halfway through and then I stopped, so I have to go back and finish it.
Mm-hmm.
But this trailer is fantastic for season 2. So I'm really, really now more invested to say, okay,
You should
go back and finish up season 1 and then watch season 2 because I loved it. So I'm definitely, if the goal was to bring new people in to watch it, which the trailers always are, they should watch it because it looks really, really good. The material they're attacking in this one looks really, really.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Yep. So I'm into that one. Definitely into that one. So yeah, everyone out there, if you've seen the trailer, obviously you have. Let us know what you think. But I'm definitely in now for Batman Cape Crusader season 2. We also got a trailer for Nightfall Part 1,
which looks absolutely incredible.
It does as well. Yes. The one lane that DC usually does well is animation.
Yeah.
These things are not changed with these trailers. Nightfall, the first trailer for it, again, looks fantastic. Very, very interested in this. Very, I was interested from the beginning. But getting to see it actually put a little bit of it just, makes me more excited to see it. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But sticking with more Batman, looks like we're getting an Absolute Batman animated series.
That thing sucks.
I was going to ask because I know you're not a fan of it. So you say it sucks, but will you watch?
Yeah, I'm totally going to watch it. I got it, because everyone's going to tell me it's the greatest thing since sliced bread again. So we're going to have to go through this whole fucking charade another time while they animate this thing. I'm very curious to see what they do. See if it's straight up or if they're adapting it. I have no idea, but I don't understand. I think this book is absolutely horrible. So yeah, that's
it does. It kind of takes the whole mythos and takes it away. I mean,
it does something. That's for sure. It
right.
does.
So I understand that. I get I get why people don't like it.
I'm the only one who seems like it don't like it. It seems like it's a huge hit, which I don't get. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, it is. People love it. But it just changes things, and some people don't like that. Like
you're damn right.
So if you don't like that, you're not gonna like it, and we know your sensibilities on those things, so it doesn't surprise me that you don't like that book. But it's well written, so
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think everything about it it's bad. I don't think it's well. I don't know, but that's a different show. I'll watch this cartoon. I'm very interested to see what they do with it. I'm very curious to see if it'll translate. So there's a lot of questions with it, but I can't say I'm looking forward to it.
Sure. Yeah, and again, if you didn't like the book, if you don't like the source material it's coming from, why would you look forward to it?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't
Which
make
is
sense.
crazy because I didn't like the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow story, but I think the movie's better. I like the movie a lot. So it's just funny.
That's rare because most people will always say the book is better. So Pete's saying no, the movie is better, which is a rare thing. So there was the first footage released from the upcoming DC Studios Dynamic Duo project. They had some original footage come out from that, and they're saying it's similar, or the closest parallel they can make to it is Into the Spider-Verse. So Pete, when you hear something like that, does that raise your expectations?
Spider-Verse is huge. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't seen anything. This was like what, CinemaCon or something? I don't know. This was some con thing. I don't know.
NXT International Animation Film Festival.
Yeah, and they haven't released it, so
no, they haven't.
We'll see, but that's high praise. I mean, if they're shooting for the stars, I appreciate that because at least they're trying. But we'll see. I don't know, and I'm just curious as how this all connects into the main movie line because That's isn't that what it's supposed to be? Like, if I'm not mistaken.
Does it? Is this some part of the DCU, or is this like
I thought it
one
was
of
all
the
supposed to be part
offshoot
of the
things?
DCU, so I don't know. At least that was my
Maybe it
understanding.
is.
I can't keep track of it. They keep changing their fucking mind. So yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. That I'm looking a little bit more forward to than I would say Absolute Batman. I want to see what they do with this thing though.
I mean, the story is interesting that they're doing with this dynamic duo. It's obviously everyone thinks that's always Batman and Robin. Not the case with this one. This one is the two Robins, right? So Dick Grayson and Jason Todd, told from a teenager's perspective. We watch as they goof around Gotham and are swayed by two very different adult figures in their lives. For Grayson, it's obviously Bruce Wayne, and for Jason Todd, it's the villainous Red Hood. So,
all right, let's see what happens.
So I'm interested just because the story sounds real interesting to me. But they're saying like it's shots. They use the similar technology that they use for Into the Spider-Verse in shooting this. So they say that's where there's a lot of similarities.
Okay.
It is a Matt Reeves production, so that's why I'm not sure if it's part of the DCU. So we'll see.
I think Matt Reeves just has to okay everything Batman. I think Matt Reeves is literally in charge of Batman.
You could be right. You could very well be right. But that's coming too. So I'm interested in this. It's an interesting story they're trying to tell. I'm interested to see where we go with it. All right, so sticking with Batman and Matt Reeves, we got a little teaser, and at the end of the teaser, we got some information that of course that everyone reacted to normally as it's nothing. What I'm talking about again is that the Batman was pushed back. Now it'll be coming out 2028. February 28th, 2028, right? That's what it said.
Mm-hmm.
So Pete, what was your reaction to that news?
This sucks. It just does. I know it's only 4 months, but it sucks. This is like the 4th or 5th time this movie's been delayed, and I know each one has been for various reasons, but it's just, you're like, damn, man, like, again?
I know.
Just like,
I know.
It sucks. I don't know.
It's gonna be 6 years. 6.
I don't care about that.
It's total. Just crazy to think about.
This one sucks. Yeah, I was like, okay, we'll see. Man, wow.
Oh man,
it was a while. It was a long time. I hope it's good.
It is. It's a long time, and I keep all the funny things I keep reading about it. Like when Ben Affleck shot BVS, he was 43 years old, and when this comes out, Pattinson's going to be 42. Like, it's such a weird thing and how it happened and but yeah, like there were legitimate reasons. Had 2 strikes. Reeves was going through something. Yeah, just tons of other stuff that kept pushing it back. The one thing I will say is though, and we've said from the beginning where people are like, oh, it's never coming out, we're not getting this film. It's still coming out, folks. It is still coming out. Yeah, man, but I agree. That was a little bit of a letdown seeing that.
That's all. And I know you've been dealing with people who, are going absolutely berserk over this. I saw your various posts about it, and I don't get all that, but I'm just like, man, I am sour.
Like, I get it, and it sucks 100%, and I agree, and it's uncool, but the visceral reactions, like there's like seething hatred going on with this. And I'm reading these posts on social media. I'm like, whoa, relax, guys. First of all, it's just a movie. Second of all, that if this is your biggest problem, your life is okay. Like, don't freak out over stuff like this. But man, this I don't know. Again, maybe it's just me getting older, and I understand in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that important. But
just what?
Yeah, but I will say I did sigh when I saw that. I was like, oh man, sucks.
It just sucks. That's all you can say is it just sucks.
That's does. It is not.
It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's also like, man, this is a bummer. That's all.
It is.
Bummer.
It's a big bummer. Again, it's still coming. We're still getting it. We did get a teaser at the end say production ended, not going on. Hope you enjoyed the first one. See you later.
But
That would have been a bigger reason to get to have those reactions. Those are the
yeah,
reactions I'm seeing.
we were nuts.
100%. All right. Excuse me. We got some other news in DC, so let's continue rolling with it because this has been a very DC heavy show. So let's continue rolling with it. When this movie came out, very few people went to see it, but you and I both enjoyed it, and I'm talking about Blue Beetle, and now we've got confirmation that he is in fact going to be in Man of Tomorrow.
Okay. I don't know, Eric. Like, no one cared about Blue Beetle enough the first time around.
Yeah,
For the
most part.
You know, I really enjoyed that movie, especially George Lopez. But I don't know. Like, James Gunn's got to stop messing around with these B-listers. He's really got to bring in the hit. And I know, I guess I'm talking about like Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Flash. I know Batman's handcuffed at the moment, but you know, if he's going to go down, I feel like he's going down with the worst possible group of characters he could have picked. You know, like no, it seems like no one cares about James Gunn's funky ragtag group of DC characters. They want the big guns, and you know, for whatever reason, they're doing it this way. So I don't know.
I agree.
I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
I liked the movie. I like the actor who plays him. I think he's very, very good.
Weak villains. That's a prime candidate for a weak villain movie. Drunk Susan Sarandon and whatever they were trying to do.
Oh, 100%. That's the biggest problem with that film, in my opinion. If they had a better villain, I think that movie probably gets better word of mouth and might have done better.
You say the same about Supergirl.
But I agree that 100%. That's true. It very well could have. If they had a big name villain, kind of like when Batman came out, there was the first Batman. There was a lot of like, oh, Keaton, he's a comedian, blah, blah, blah. But you have Jack Nicholson, who is fantastic and well respected. If you do that, that brings people in. Obviously, Batman people are going to see, and that was the first real Batman.
Susan Sarandon's not bringing people into the theater at like 75.
Not at that age. She wasn't going to. But it made me feel good because they did say in the beginning that he was going to be included, and now he still is. So it made me feel good that at least they're sticking to their guns, and that's the larger thing. The larger takeaway I'm taking from all of this is when Batman vs. Superman didn't do what they wanted, they panicked, rushed everything. Everything came out, and the studio got involved, and it kind of killed that universe. And I'm not saying it wouldn't have died on its own, because it probably would have, but they didn't let Snyder finish what he started. And I've always said that's what they should have done. Doesn't seem like, even though Supergirl didn't do well, it doesn't seem like they're doing that this time. It seems like they're saying, okay, we're going to let you run with the ball. We told you had this.
They changed the slate like 3 times already. Like they're definitely doing it differently. You know, where's the Brave and the Bold? Where's this? Where's this Wonder Woman TV show?
But they were never.
They put out a whole slate about it. Where is this stuff? Where's their main?
But they were never slated.
Well, they still put it out. Then don't tell me about this shit. Again, nothing's changed in my opinion. This is still Warner Brothers.
But it doesn't mean it's not coming.
Okay. Where's the Authority movie? Where's that? Is that even being written?
That one was killed.
The same crap, man. It's the same crap. It's still Warner Brothers doing the same thing. And that's fine. This is how Hollywood operates, and that's cool. But whatever. Like, don't act like you're different when you're not, because you're not. This is the same shit. This is the same shit as the DCEU.
Well, they're not fast tracking things. They're not.
He didn't get along, and then he needle dropped the shit out of this movie, just like they did with Suicide Squad. And it's the same crap, man.
They're not. But they're not forcing Batman into a project to try and save it.
Only because Matt Reeves is here.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
I totally think.
I don't think that has. I think
Matt Reeves is in charge of it. That's why Matt Reeves is in charge of Dynamic Duo. That's why Matt Reeves is attached to Clayface, which is in the DCEU. I think Matt Reeves is clearly in charge of Batman. I think that's why Batman has not appeared in any Superman-related things as of yet, because of Matt Reeves. And I think like he's handcuffed with Batman, and I think that may be his biggest problem. Then maybe they should have waited. I don't know, but again, I just feel like it's the same stuff outside of the Batman. It's weird because like the Batman is like Nolan. He's like, no, don't touch this, leave me alone. I'm not being bothered. And then he's in charge of Batman, and then they try to do this other crap, and it's not working. It's just not. So to me, everything just seems like it's repeating itself, which is fine as long as they keep trying to make the movies. That's one thing. But they got me. I'm a fan.
That's true. That's true.
But we'll see what happens. Paramount now. Paramount's going to probably run the show a little differently.
Well, maybe. So, yes, Paramount was approved. The approval went through, which I'm still shocked that happened. Well, not totally shocked, but I'm surprised that it passed. A little surprised that it passed. But a bunch of states have now started a lawsuit to block it. And let's be honest, the government can say, yeah, it's good. It goes through federal government, but the states can say, yeah, but not here. Right? So say California is one of those states. Say New York's one of those states. Say any of the states in the country where they would shoot these things or shoot their properties, say no, and that pass it, and the lawsuit gets, the judge agrees, they're kind of stuck. So I don't think we're at the end of this tale yet. I think, crazily enough, I think we're going to see another version of this go down, because I do have a sick feeling that the lawsuit they're gonna win the lawsuit, and if they do, we're right back where we started from. So I don't know exactly what the impact of Paramount's going to have on this, but if it is, it's probably going to be dragged out for a few more years.
Really?
And then we'll be a few more years into this whole. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a fast track decision. And if more states want to add themselves to the lawsuit, that takes time too.
What is Iowa going to say?
So I'm not so sure they're going to care. But the big movie producing states will care, or anywhere that there's a Paramount based property, or sorry, WB based property, anywhere they shoot.
Yeah.
Those states might hop in.
Interesting.
So the interesting thing from that article though about this is they did say that the European review was going to go through.
Yeah.
That they were good with it. So I don't know. Again, it's a bunch of sticky legal stuff, and it's not the fun stuff of the business you want to talk about, but it is something that is still going to be lingering. I don't think it's going to end as quickly as everyone thought. So the acquisitions usually take time anyway. So even though the government, the federal government's like, yeah, we're good, it can go through, we probably were a year and a half away anyway from the actual takeover of it.
All right.
So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. But I don't know. I'm going to remain optimistic that things will get better going forward. But again, it doesn't seem to matter. To your point, Pete, if without the big characters, it's tough. It's tough to launch this thing now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I kind of was like, yeah, maybe they should wait. But I know with the whole sale, I feel like the sale of Warner Brothers is driving this more than anything. So,
I mean, yeah, get Wonder Woman. Get Wonder Woman in.
Yeah, I feel like
they still haven't said what's her name's
playing. I got a gut feeling she's popping up in Man of Tomorrow.
I have a feeling as that as well, because they haven't said who Adrian Arjona actually haven't confirmed who she's playing. Adrian Arjona. So
yeah,
we'll see, but I'll remain positive because I want these things. I still want these characters to get their due. So. We've talked a little bit about Lanterns, and so Tom King actually, they did a little piece on Tom King about Lanterns and everything he has going on.
Mm-hmm.
Guy's had an interesting life. It has led an interesting life.
Easy, dude. Was it Secret Service, CIA? Yeah.
Yeah, CIA. Yeah, he was a CIA guy after 9/11. Then he got brought back to the comic book world, and obviously, and he's kind of the main story guy for Lanterns, so he's getting a lot of attention now because Lanterns obviously is coming. Pete, do you like his books?
I do. He wrote the Supergirl book. I didn't like that, but that's like the only thing I don't like. I usually like most of his stuff. I love his Batman books. He's writing Wonder Woman right now. That's great. So like I really like Tom King. So we'll see what happens with Lanterns. I get nervous because right now it's just bad. I feel like all DC's all bad juju.
I remember. It's funny you say that because I remember before we saw Justice League, when Justice League came out, you were nervous. Pete was nervous. He was right that time, though. He turned out to be prophetic.
Yeah, I was like, I like this movie. It's like a cartoon, but like I'm still like terrified.
Yeah, I hear you there. But yeah, he's Tom King is an interesting character. Very, very. I've enjoyed reading the article, just reading about his life. He has something else going on too that he was actually going. He was at Comic-Con, or and he was going to be doing both, and he was there with all his kids, and a very, very cool little article in Variety about him. So if you guys are interested in him, go ahead and give a read of the article if you haven't yet. But it's funny. There's one excerpt where people. He said, "I've seen rumors that I started the Iraq War. I didn't start the Iraq War. I was 23 years old." He says, "I was against Al Qaeda and the Taliban. We were trying to stop them from doing horrible things. I was against the Iraq War. I thought it was the stupidest fucking thing. I watched people lie about stuff on TV, but I still had to go. It was my duty. I worked on some cases where people were going to blow up a base and we stopped them. Should I have let them blow them up? Let those kids die because I didn't agree with the war?" So this was again part of his CIA time. But yeah, it's good to see people have changed since that time.
Yeah, things were a lot different back then.
Right. Oh man. Anyway, 7 years in the CIA though. Wow.
That's a long time.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Did you read The Vision? His book, The Vision?
Vision. I think no, I didn't read Vision. I haven't.
Because that's what WandaVision was apparently.
I read his Mr. Miracle and all that. Yeah, because I'm not a big Vision guy, so maybe I should. Well, I didn't like the show either, so
that's true.
But yeah, so but the only thing that he's written that I didn't like was Supergirl. So a lot of people read this Batman. So whatever. I dig Tom King. I've been at Comic-Con a few times. He's really cool. I enjoy talking to him. I really like his Mouseman story in Wonder Woman. If you look for a good Wonder Woman story, check that out. So. Ookses.
All right, so let's now shift a little bit into the horror genre. Pete and I, we're both, as you guys know, we're both fans of the horror genre. I do want to ask, you probably haven't seen it, but have you seen the buzz around like Obsession, the movie Obsession?
I've seen the buzz, yes.
But you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I think I might have to.
Go see it.
Okay.
Go see it. I saw it last week because I was like, what is this? I want to hear what all the buzz is about this movie. Go see it. The girl who played Indy Navarrete plays the lead in it, and she was the one who was on Superman and Lois, who played Lana's daughter.
Okay.
Same girl. But definitely go see it. It's a fantastic film. Horror is having kind of a renaissance now with how it's being received, right? Like within
the last 10 years, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
been a Conjuring.
Yeah, definitely 100% thanks to The Conjuring. But my favorite slasher is coming back. We're getting a reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street. We're getting a new Freddy Krueger, apparently. I mean, people are saying, why isn't maybe Englund will come back? He's almost 80 years old, folks. Like, I don't know if that's the way you want to go. But
I don't know. Obviously, Michael Bay. I think it was Michael. Didn't he produce it? The Michael Bay Freddy.
The one with, what's his name? Jackie Earl Haley?
Yeah.
I don't know if I hated it.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
It was different, right? It was a scarier take on Freddy. He wasn't the funny, quirky, quippy guy that we got from Englund's character. So I didn't hate it, but it didn't work because that wasn't the Freddy that people knew and loved, to be honest. So, but no, I didn't hate that at all. I thought it was an interesting take on the character. I can't even fan cast. Like I was going to try and think, okay, who could be a good replacement for Englund? But it's hard. That's one of those characters that's really hard for me to see anyone else playing. Especially if they're going to go with that version of Freddy Krueger. So,
yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what they do with it. I'm not the biggest I only really like the first Nightmare. I don't really like any of the other ones. I don't really like 2 at all. Like, I kind of hate 2.
No, two's terrible. I don't like two
I don't
either.
like 2 at
That's a
all.
terrible
So
movie. Did you like Dream Warriors, the third one?
they're all just after 1. They're all just okay. I don't really
Yeah.
get into them. You know,
The
I don't
third
like.
one's the most
I like New
fun.
Nightmare. I did not like New Nightmare. I just
See, I did like New Nightmare.
I didn't get it. Yeah, I
I
openly
did
don't.
like it. I was a fan of that movie. But
I
yeah,
like Freddy vs.
it'll be
Jason.
interesting to see.
That one a lot, actually.
Hmm? Which
After
one?
after the first Freddy vs. Jason. That's probably the
Oh,
next Freddy movie I really like.
I thought it was better than it got credit for. Like, I think people crapped on it too much. I really thought it was a better movie
For
than
what
that.
it
I had
was
fun with it.
fucking gold.
Yeah, it was fun. I thought so too. I'm like, this is awesome. You get
This
to
is
see
what it
these two
should
guys
be.
go at each
This is
other.
exactly what it should. This is a lot
It
better
was
than I thought it was
cool.
going to be. Yeah.
I agree. I thought it was so much better. I had no expectations. Then when I saw it, I'm like, you know what? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I
I was
enjoyed it.
pleasantly surprised.
So we also got a first look at Crystal Lake.
Yes.
So what did you think of the footage we got from that?
I'm excited. I want to see this. I think what is it on Peacock or what is
Yes.
it? Like, I'm gonna have to get Peacock for this. I think I'm gonna have to buy Peacock for this. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll hopefully they release it all at once so I can stream it, watch it, and cancel. But I think I'm gonna have to get Peacock for this.
Yeah, it does look good. The quality of it looks really, really solid. I'm always worried about when they do adapt horror things for TV. I'm like, oh, is it gonna like really drop in quality? But no, this looks good. Linda Cardellini is fantastic. She's a fantastic actress. So I'm definitely drawn in from that. She's the lead in it. So I definitely want to see it. Yeah, I'm in for this.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Like, wow, this is already better than I thought it was going to be. So we'll see. I hope I don't get let down. But I was already like, ooh, yeah, here we go. I'm ready. Here we go. This is nice. Pleasant surprise.
And let's end the show on this note. Marvel, the comic studio, is apparently leaving New York and moving to LA, obviously to go to be aligned more with their movie division. This is kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, all the Marvel characters are New York-based characters for the most part, tied to the city in a huge way. And the fact that they're going to be leaving, it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth, and a sad feeling.
I'm with you. I don't like it. DC moved out years ago. Now Marvel's moving. It's a bummer. Like you said, because like I feel like Marvel is so entrenched in New York lore. You know, it's just not. It doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, now they're saying they're doing it to reinvigorate the comic book side of the company, which seems a little weird to me. But I don't know what moving to LA will do for that part of the business. Like, what's the difference?
I don't know. Better avocados.
I mean, maybe there's more of a demand out there, or there's more of a writing base out there that they're looking to draw from. I have no idea, but it's very strange to me that this is the move that they're making. But this is what they said: this move will position the team beside our broader creative organization and create opportunities for collaboration across both Marvel and Disney. Yeah, that's another factor. Don't forget, Disney is headquartered in California. Marvel is now owned by Disney. That could be one of the reasons. Bringing our comics, film, television, and other creative teams together will help us learn from one another, collaborate, and build on the strengths that make Marvel the true house of ideas. It's just, I don't know. It's very, very weird. I don't even know if there was any kind of a move to try and keep them.
Probably not.
They're saying, yeah, they're saying that there was once that's essentially what I just asked, and they kind of confirm that. They're saying most creators used to live in the tri-state area, and now their creative community is more global, so I guess it doesn't really matter where. They also continued to say New York has played a huge part in who Marvel is as a company and in the pages of our comics. While our network of writers and artists is now an international operation, New York is still woven into our DNA, and that will never change. Our colleagues in New York have helped shape generations of stories and characters, and their contributions to Marvel's legacy cannot be overstated. So,
okay.
Yeah. It's kind of sad, though.
Still don't like it.
I don't either. But everything changes, and this is another thing that changes. Hopefully, if it does boost creativity and help them, write or make the comic sector better, then it'll work out. If that's the true reason they're doing it, then I guess it's a wait and see thing. I just think it's because it's a Disney company and they want to be in California. That's my take.
I have no idea. It's just sad. It's just sad because, it's like I said, it's just so. It's. I don't even know because it kind of was cool because there was always a New York vibe. There was always places like they knew. I feel like they knew the area
Sure.
because I guess now because they tell you they all lived here. Like if you read old Marvel comics, like there's old places in New Jersey. They're always around New Jersey or New York, whatever. And there's little references here and there, and because they live in the city. Like what was it? Not too many issues ago, like they made a reference about Rose's Pizza and Spider-Man, and I was like, you only know that because you live in the city,
Sure. Yeah.
And it's just it's just not it's not a thing anymore. It's a little bummer.
As long as they don't move the stories to California, we're good.
Hope
like,
not.
Don't tell me like Spider-Man is now going to be based in Los Angeles, right? That would suck. But all things can, as we know, all things can and do change. So this is just another one. But this one made me sad. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
All right. Well, we've come to the end of this story.
That's it. Let's wrap it up. 2 months later.
Yes, 2 months, guys. This is episode Pizza in the beginning. This is episode 200. We were planning this for a while. We had other ideas in mind, and then we were just like, no, we have to do a show. So here we are. I do want to say, for those of you who have stuck with us through all of this, this time lapse in our recordings and stuff, I do want to thank you for sticking with us. Obviously, 200 episodes in. If we had recorded every week, we'd probably be close to double that. but I do think the style Pete and I have, the way we approach these topics, I do think we are a little bit different than what other people do. So I want to thank you for sticking with us and enjoying the way we interact. We obviously cover these topics. We give you a little bit of other things, not just the comic book stuff. We do discuss horror and we do talk about sports and all the other things that Pete and I both enjoy. We bring that to this show as well. So I want to thank you all for supporting us, continuing to listen to us, and hopefully that continues.
Yeah, no, it's been a fun ride. 200. I didn't think we'd last this long, but that's great. I'm pumped. Hopefully we got at least another 200 in us.
Hopefully, agreed.
Yeah.
Because this is a very cool escape from our normal lives. At least for me, anyway. From my normal life, when I get to do this show and talk about this stuff, so I do appreciate it. Yeah, and it doesn't matter how long Pete and I don't talk. We just seem to be able to fall back into it when we get on, and that's awesome too. Not having to adjust our chemistry, for lack of a better term. It's awesome. So, all right. Well, Pete, let them know where they could talk to you.
Right here, straight to Gotham, Spider-Man Coalition, Batman Book Club, Batman on Film. That's it. Let's go.
Yeah, same for me. Finally 33 on X. Again, we're kind of taking our time off and enjoying this Knicks championship this summer. So we haven't really done many shows post the NBA Finals, but All Nicked Up is the show I do every Wednesday night. We will be coming back as we get closer to the season. We might do an eepisode here or there over the summer, but we usually take the summer off. But once the season comes up, Knicks have a title to defend now, which Pete's team I know will be coming strong after us this coming year. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Looking forward to be the hunted for a change. Looking forward to that. So All Nicked Up again every Wednesday night, either 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern time on everywhere that you can find your live streams. We are, so check us out over there. All right, for Pete, I'm Eric. You're listening to Straight Outta Gotham, and we will see you next time.
Booyah! Don't eat lettuce.
Soundstripe.
Have faith. Have faith. Believe in your source. Have faith.